What Lady them are doing in LA with the brown bag.
Brown bag is the best
Listen here, Brown Bag Pod.
We're back with another episode of
We're
Brown Bag.
back.
You
Episode
guys hate when
86.
I'm not smiling, and you
I
hate when
don't
I'm
hate
smiling.
when you're not smiling. If you guys don't know, we have a special guest today.
We got a special guest.
Deorro. Yeah.
This is your second podcast interview.
Yes, I'm very experienced.
Yeah.
For
It's
somebody,
not my first time.
Not my first rodeo, dog.
That's awesome, man.
Man, how you
We're
doing?
happy to have you.
I'm good, man. I'm stoked. You know, I've been blessed with another year. So, and I just got married, and
Congrats.
congratulations.
Hell yeah.
thank you very much.
Marriage.
You're an honest man.
Thank you so-
Congratulations.
so-
Marriage is crazy.
It's so funny because he's 22. Well, he just turned 23 today.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, happy birthday, Duno.
I feel like marriage is so far off in your like. Eating
Oh,
plans,
yeah. I'm
like-
not down to like after 2 kids. And I think my requirements have to be like 2 kids.
Requirements.
Like, we got to have 2 kids.
Yeah.
Like, if we just have 1, it's not going to work. We got to have 2, and we got to have somehow like of a credit card. Like, we have to have
Good
like
credit.
we have to have like a business together maybe.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Okay.
So maybe
You
like
know-
the
you wanna-
like
you want to
a,
know something? Having a business together is actually, I think it's the same thing as having a kid together. Because realistically,
Yep.
you got to do what's best for it, right?
yeah.
And you got to understand, you got to make sacrifices for it, right?
Yeah, facts,
And the
facts.
more time you invest, the more you sacrifice for it, the more unconditional love you have for it.
Facts.
So it's the same thing, dog. It's like a business and a child. It's the same. Well, in a way,
Well,
in a
except
sense.
there,
Yeah.
It just
Yeah, there's birth.
there's
Yeah.
let these like
Yeah.
We bleed.
Business
It's
and
like-
children.
I've opened a few LLCs and they weren't as painful as childbirth. So I think.
man.
Has your business ever been to puberty? No. Huh?
Have you been-
Okay.
Have you been to never shit itself? I ain't gonna like I don't know. So maybe 2 kids like in an apartment
an apartment.
that's under both
That's
our
all-
You're
names.
gonna have a house,
I was
dog.
about
You're
to
gonna
say
have 2 kids in an apartment. You
That's all before you get like
Yeah,
all
that-
that has to happen. Why are you describing Maximo's life though?
right now. But also,
kids.
Maximo's not married.
He's not
either.
even, but he's not married.
I know.
No, you're not, fool.
California married. Are you from Cali?
I'm from LA. Yeah.
From
Okay.
Whittier.
He's from Whittier, 562. Woo, woo, woo.
Oh my God, you love you.
All
right.
I grew up in West Covina.
Oh, well,
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I confused
That
Whittier and West
part.
Covina.
And then I lived in Downey for a bit.
In
too.
Downey?
And that's how you met the homie.
Wait, why did
Lachero,
Lachero
right?
tell me that?
Yeah,
See?
yeah, that's how I met a
Oh,
child.
okay.
So you're from the
Kinda
San
make you
Gabriel
look
Valley.
dumb.
Yeah.
Letty is too,
San
San
technically.
Gabriel. I live in San Gabriel right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
I'm
from,
gonna still
like,
claim you
San
because you
Fernando
moved to Downey. Let's
Valley.
go.
It's so stupid. All right, I'm getting personal because you brought it up. You just got married. How long were you guys together?
We've been together for like I think 8 years already or 9 years.
So you know already. You guys have been through like the test of time and
Yeah.
the ups and the downs. You know that's your writer.
100%.
Yeah.
I am. She's my biggest blessing. I always tell her every day. I tell her thank you for today. Good shit. You know, I tell her good shit. You were an amazing wife today. Let's do it again. Let's do it again tomorrow.
Oh, hold on, you finna hear it. Her husband is over with.
Those are bars. I'm gonna steal that.
I don't
Thank
even
you
get
for
a
being
thank you
you
on
today.
Thanksgiving, dog. And I made the food.
And we got 2 kids.
Oh, come me duele. All right, well, just because this was been Maximo, our producer. He's been with his wifey for how many 10 years, and he says they're California married. You never hate your girl with that because he's not getting married to her. He hasn't, but he says no, we're California married. Why we need to do that? Yeah. I never heard of it. I feel married.
But does she?
Ooh.
Nice.
We need a Just Girls podcast of all the girls.
Nah, it was funny
Our
'cause
couch needs to be a little bigger.
Now it was funny because on Friday we're about was the car ready to go to the club, and he's like, oh, I gotta check in real quick. And I'm like, you gotta check in? He's like, it's just out of respect. I don't gotta like ask for permission. He's like, I gotta check in though. I'm like, yeah.
That's nice.
Fucking
That's good
weenie.
communication.
Communication is key. Then how was it growing up in West Covina, man?
You want to know something? It was cool, man. You know, like I did my best. Obviously, we struggled. You know, we were living in a little apartment. I didn't know we were struggling, bro. My parents did they did such a great job on us, bro. Like me and my sister, like it was when we were in the street when I realized it's like, oh, shit, we're
hard.
poor.
Yeah.
You know, And my dad and my mom, they did incredible, bro, because we never felt it. We never felt the hunger. And you know, they came over. You know, they gave us the opportunity, dog. And I remember when I was like, I think I was like 14. I was just like, hey, damn, we're poor. You know, that's when I realized. You know, ever since then, you know, I've always felt it. You know, I remember that was the first time I started talking to myself, dog. I was just like, holy, what can I do to make the situation better? Because we were in the street, bro. The sheriff came to our house, and he, you know, I remember seeing all our stuff on the streets. I remember it was the first time seeing my dad cry, and I was just like, whoa, holy, like we're outside, bro. I want to go home. There is no going home, bro. And I remember I was like, my mom was panicking, my dad, you know, pobrecito, but I love him to death, you know. And he did amazing, bro. He did. I mean, look at me. You know, he did amazing. You know, I remember I walked away and I started talking to myself for the first time ever, dog. I remember I had an internal dialogue and I was just like, I'm gonna fix this. And then I was talking about, I was debating. I was like, how? I was like, I don't know, dog. I'm gonna fix this. How? And I just kept walking, bro. And I kept walking. And I remember I walked down. It was downhill, bro. And the first thing I saw was a storage outlet, and I had $60 to my name, dog. And I remember I was just like, okay, I think I know where we could put our boxes. That was like the first thing I ever figured out in life, dog. Wow. And I remember I ran back. I went, and they weren't open yet. It was like 7 a.m., and they opened at 9. I talked to the security guard, and I remember I ran back up, and I told my dad, yo, like, you know, there's a spot downstairs, down the hill, and we started kind of migrating everything. And I remember it was like the first time, I recall the first time I even thought positive, dog. I was like, my dad was just like, oh man, this sucks. You know, I was just like, hey, at least we're carrying the boxes downhill.
Okay. Not uphill.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, and I was just like,
optimism.
Ever since then, bro, it's just always been about taking care of my parents, you know. And then I had a kid 2 years later, you know. I don't know, I grew up too quick.
Yeah.
You know?
We're most of us are right there with you. We were young parents too. I was 17.
I was
Big
21.
was a little bit older.
Yeah.
But even
21 is young though, fool.
Yeah,
of course.
21 is still young,
Yeah.
We still got we're gonna be young when they're out.
Yeah. No, literally.
But that's crazy. That's a core memory for you that you really like. You could. I'm sure you could just tap into your head right now and go back to that moment where you saw everything go down. Yeah. But low key, what were you doing that you had $60?
I was working at Arby's.
You like Arby's?
Look, you got money. You got $60.
You know what? Actually,
I had 5.
No, I don't think I was 4. I was older then because I was at least 15 and a half. I remember I started working early, and I had to work because I needed to buy diapers. You know?
Wow.
Yeah, my time perception was a little off, but yeah, I had a son already, so I was working, and so I was working at Arby's, and like the $100 check was like, you know, half for diapers, half for my mom, you know, half for whatever we could.
Wow.
And shit. Yeah.
Damn, that is crazy. And being a kid that young, how are you able to do this lifestyle you do now, which is a very successful one? But how is it? Because obviously your parents had to be supportive, right?
You know what? You know what's funny? I don't think they really. Music was Plan B, bro.
Yeah.
Music was Plan B. My goal, I was like, you know, tengo que trabajar. I gotta get in work mode. You know, I gotta take care of my family and get to take care of my son too. You know, I was like fucked up. I had a kid too young, but yeah, bro. I ended up. I was like, I'm gonna be a trauma surgeon.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Damn, fool, you have some like super fucking high standards for your first goal. Trauma surgeon. Like.
Not a fucking dentalist.
It was funny because I remember I watched something on TV and I saw this like doctor. This kid. They rolled him in and he just it was in the hallway, bro. It was just like, and then he said, we'll do it here. They put curtains and he opened his chest up, bro, and then he reached into his heart and he started massaging it, dog. I was just like, I want to do that.
What?
So I was like, that's it. And like, you know, I was like, okay, I started off being an assistant, nurse assistant, or whatever. So I started going to school for that. And that's what that was that was Plan B.
That was Plan A.
Yeah.
Plan A.
Wow. And I was like, you know what? I think my better chances at getting a job would be to like volunteer in as many places as possible, right? So I had a convalescent home. Which was like
elderly people.
what was it called when they're about the 6 months or less?
Hospice.
Hospice.
Retirement center, and then I was volunteering at Intercommunity Hospital right there in West Covina. And I remember I was just like getting brownie points with everyone, dog. I was just like
hustling.
Cool. Yeah. By the time they even like bro, I was staying there for hours, dog.
At the hospital,
I was helping with everyone, bro. And I remember all of them gave me a job. Everyone ended up giving me a job. So I remember music, bro. At the end of the night, when I'd come home, I still have like some adrenaline. I have ADHD like crazy, so I still have adrenaline. I remember I would just like have a little chafita computer and shit, and I'd produce like this, dog. Because my son, I had to listen to see if my son was gonna spit up or not. And I'd be making music like this, bro, and like, it was funny. Dog. Yeah, dog. And I, you know what? I think that's why. Because music was like my reward at the end of the day. It was like my trophy. Dog. I came home. I think that's why music is taking
worked out. Yeah.
You know, because I always treated it like it's my pressure. You know, my treasure. You know.
Yeah.
That's like, and was it always EDM music or were you doing like hip hop beats?
No, I was a little fucking marijuana, dog. I was fucking. I had dreadlocks, bro. Fucking,
Oh, no way.
Yeah, bro. I was into Bob Marley and all that. And you know, I wanted to be a fucking rock and roll star. You know, so I was like, you know, make some music with like I had a band, but then motherfuckers kicked me out. And then, I was using a little piano with the little instrument sounds and all that. I was my own little one-man band.
What kind of music were you making at the time?
It was like, first it was like reggae.
Reggae?
Wow.
Yeah, reggae.
Or like Sublime vibes.
Exactly. Sublime vibes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
And that was actually the first, when I started playing the guitar, that was actually the first Sublime I started playing.
Wow.
That was the first stuff I started learning.
Damn,
That's
That's so
crazy, dog. Go ahead.
Real quick to the trauma surgeon part, and even just you interning and stuff, or like working around it. Did you ever like have to deal with like cadavers or like see some shit? Because even going to school for that, I hear like they show you some shit.
Yeah. So I actually have I had one of the most intense experiences at a very young age. There's two. The first one was, I remember I was supposed to change the linens on somebody. She was like
Passed away.
Quiet. No, she was quiet. She hadn't spoken in years. And I remember I was volunteering, and I was also trying to give her some Jello, bro. She was eating Jello and all that. And
It's
so
at hospice.
So this is crazy, dog. So I remember I was giving her some Jello, and at the same time I was like, okay, I gotta give her some Jello quick because she needs. I need to change her linens before I head out. I only had 2 hours. It's like ROP or something like that.
Yeah.
And she dies.
Whoa.
Damn.
Oh.
She dies, bro. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? And I pushed the call button, and I'm like freaking out, you know? It's like, there's no way. I'm in shock, bro. There's no way
Of
this
course,
is serious.
that this
Yeah.
happened
I
right
thought she
here.
fell asleep, bro. I thought she fell asleep, and then I remember, yeah, bro, like that shit was like, bro, I was a kid, I was at school and everything.
Yeah,
and
if it was
remember-
ROP, that's like for school credit type shit.
So yeah, man, it was a crazy experience, bro, like that. And then I have another one where I was in the emergency room, and then this I remember this old lady came in, bro. She was like a straight up like abuelita, bro. Abuelita,
Yeah.
And then like her daughters, bro. All her daughters, todas gorditas, bien.
Todas gorditas.
They were cute, bro. They were cute, bro. And I remember she was just pissed, bro. She didn't want to be there. She was pissed. And I guess she ended up the big ass cazuela, bro, the pozole and shit. She
Yeah.
fucking poured it on herself,
Oh
bro.
my god.
So like she was all burned, bro, and like it should have, the pork skins, like when they're in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Her skin was like that, dog. I remember I seen this shit, and she had like really big things of like. blood.
Yeah, like it's
God.
Yeah, bro, and I think I was too young to really fucking like get fucked up. I was just like, whoa,
That shit looks
you
crazy.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I remember when I was in ROP, I was in the emergency room for like 1 week, and I remember every time before I walk into those doors, I'd be like, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah,
dog.
there's
What
a
you-
chance.
You're
Yeah,
hoping for no
bet.
more pozole accidents.
bro, that
Nah,
was
dog.
crazy,
And I heard shout out my homie Alex. I grew up playing water polo with him. His mom used to work at the St. Jude things for the kids. There's one on Fourth and Virgil, right by Shadow Lanes, right by Vermont and Fourth. And she would talk to us. And one time we went to the hospital. She was showing us around. She wanted to go pick something up, and we met some of the patients, whether they had something wrong with, like, she wouldn't give us details, but she was like, oh, look, this kid looks normal, but they got this going on in their body or something like that. And we were passing by a room. We're quiet. We're kids as well. We're like 13, 12, and we heard a screaming. And it's because they were showering a kid that had like 3rd-degree burns.
Oh.
Like, so, they got a scrub,
Ooh.
and that's how you clean the wounds. But you could hear, and dude, forever I was like, oh, and a lot of the times it happens to be just it's just accidents. Like I think that one, like he was running with his older brother, and his like shirt got stuck. and like it moved the pan, and the pan like burned. Like it was just like shit like that. So I can only imagine you even like somebody just old. I mean, I'm pretty sure the older one, but imagine like full thing of pozole and you're fuck.
She was like, yeah, get him up. So
Yeah.
she was
She
like,
just wanted to put some sabila on it and
was
put
like,
it on sleep.
shit.
She was annoyed, dog.
Yeah,
She was
pissed.
annoyed.
She's like, I gotta
Her
get back in the
daughters
kitchen.
definitely forced her to go.
They
for
definitely
sure.
forced her.
That's why.
Yep.
Damn.
Classic.
That's so crazy.
Then so okay, I know a lot about you, even though you think I don't know. You used to go by the name DJ Tonic.
Yeah. Yep.
So one time I was sitting here actually. You know who OMJ is?
OMJ?
He's a promoter in the OC.
Okay.
Okay, his name's Oscar. We're sitting here and he was like, yeah, man, I used to pay DJs like 150, one something. And he's like, the only DJ that ever charged me more was some guy named DJ Tonic. And I was like, why'd you pay him more? And then he was like, because he was different. And he's like, Chip, guess what that is now? And I'm like, who? He's like, that's Deorro. That's
What?
crazy.
I need the money, dog.
Yeah, no. But
His
Mouth
ad
to feed.
kids.
That shit ain't for shoes.
I remember that was the time, bro. That was before. That was when DJ was just like, I gotta get that quick bag real quick, you know?
Yeah.
And I remember I was doing local stuff, bro. I was like, this was before I even started. I wasn't even in the scene yet, bro. It was before I even dedicated myself to handing out flyers. Before this was like, oh, I could just do this real quick. Boom. That was back
What
in the
year?
day, bro.
What year would you say?
Oof, damn, bro. I don't know. I'd say probably like.
That was, so was that during that strawberry party
2011.
No.
in Montebello right here?
Strawberry Sundays?
Yeah.
That was when I started promoting. So
That's when you
before
started.
that. So it was, yeah.
Because now
Actually,
that you
around that
mention it,
time.
I feel like I have heard the name DJ Tonic before. I've seen it on flyers. And
Are you
shit.
guys around the same age?
I think so. I'm 30.
I'm 31.
Okay, yeah.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah,
Vic
yeah.
was being horny
Yeah.
out there at one of your parties.
Yeah, definitely. That sounds like me.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Well, I was DJing a lot of these parties like young, bro. I wasn't allowed to go in, and like they would escort me in, and I'd leave because they
Like right
Wow.
after.
yeah they tell me to leave. Yeah, they get the fuck out of here, dog.
Nah,
You're
yeah.
like, fuck it, I got the bag.
Nah, yeah. And that was cool when he told me that. He's like, there's one DJ that always charged me a little extra, but I gave it to him because he was a hustler. And I was like, who? He's like DJ Tonic, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like I don't know the fucking name,
Yeah,
right?
he's like,
and
no.
he's like, oh, but it's Deorro. And I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, now seeing him, where is he at? He's like, I'm glad I'm
He
glad I
helped me.
paid him
My
that.
boy helped me, dog.
Yeah.
Thank you, dog. Shout out, bro.
Shout out, MJ.
We did it, bro.
Together. Si se puede, güey.
Yeah, but even telling him that, I was like, even him telling me that story, I was like, damn, because a lot of people don't know that you guys, before EDM and festivals, you guys come from a hard line of fucking hustling through these events, venues, underground shit.
Yeah, you know what? And I also had the opportunity to DJ like the house parties, you know, because I was
Yeah.
DJing with my dad. My dad was the one that would like go to like he did a lot of the Mexican parties. You know,
Oh,
he like
shit.
tocaba
That's
guitarra and
dope.
shit. And
Oh,
like,
shit.
I would go with him. We just had natas y todo, bro.
Wow.
We even did funerals and everything, bro. Like I'd play,
Oh,
I'd go with him.
shit.
I was just assisting him. And yeah, so I was the entertainer and I was the caterer. So and I apply a lot of that shit to my sets today, bro. Like
Yeah.
I read the crowd and like I really try to make it a party. That's why when you go to my sets, I feel like it's more of a house party, dog. Because that's where
Yeah.
I'm from, bro.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
it's just like and I understand people, especially at the festivals. People are there to listen to like a festival set, but at the same time, it's just like cool. You know, we're gonna do the those punchis, but also like let's party, dog.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Love that.
The first time I saw you was in Vegas. You
Uh-huh.
were shout out Lechero. He's like, I'm in Vegas, fool. The homie's DJing out here. He's like, pull up on me. I was out there with no jumper actually for the fight.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly, that was my first ever EDM set. You were my
sorry,
you
bro.
And he fell in love.
and then I fell in
Wow.
love after that. But I pulled up, and he's like, my boy's DJing. Jessica was there too. There was she with her homegirls. We're all chilling and vibing, and I get there, and the first song you're playing is El Caballo Dorado. And I'm like, what the fuck? And the homie's like, he's the EDM DJ. I'm like, this fool, I know El Caballo Dorado when I hear it. But we get there, and then I meet your parents
Yep.
in Vegas, and they're
Wow.
fucking, like, it's funny because I know your mom doesn't know what the fuck's going on, but she's like, ese es mijo. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
bro.
I was introducing myself.
Bro, my mom's more famous than me, dog. Every time I meet fans, like, oh, I know your mom. I'm just like, yeah, bro.
That's
funny,
hilarious.
dog.
Now, so I get there, and you're mixing Latino music, you're mixing like urban music, like shit I grew up listening to with fucking EDM music, and I'm like, what the fuck? In my head, I've gone to events, but my homies, I just get drunk. I don't know DJs. I'm clueless to shit, right? And I'm sitting there, and you're DJing, and then you're fucking, and then I'm seeing white people go crazy for El Caballo Dorado, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And at this point, I'm observing. I'm meet your manager, and I'm like, hey, tell him I want to interview him. And he's like, and then Lechero's like, yeah, let's tap you in. And yeah, just seeing you do your set, I was like, damn, this shit is different. But I'm talking about white people like screaming for a Latino man, like, "Ah!" And I'm like, that is amazing. That was dope to see. So thank you for that experience, because it opens up like your eyes, like, oh shit, it's not just it's you definitely have flavor to it. So that was dope.
Yeah, I think there's definitely there's a way to combine the worlds, bro. I mean, us Latinos, we got a lot to offer.
Yeah.
And I think that middle ground is a fucking party, dog.
Yeah.
So
we all like to party.
like it's cool as fuck when I'm in, like, I was in South Korea playing some cumbias, dog. What? And like these motherfuckers,
the world tour you just did.
Yeah. When I went out there, like it's dope as fuck to see that, like, our sounds, bro. They move, dog. They move you, dog. And like seeing it around the world, it works, and like it's great to be able to bring both worlds together, and then also create the music that brings both worlds together. It's like being able to combine EDM and Latino music, and with Latino music, you got cumbia, you got merengue, you got all kinds of stuff. Right now, I'm trying to figure out a bridge between banda and EDM. And it's possible, dog, because they got the cumbia rápida, like vámonos de fiesta, so it's possible, dog. So I'm already talking to a couple of homies, and like, we're trying to work it. The thing is, the banda is like, you gotta get all the guys.
You gotta get all the guys to do it,
So it's but we're gonna figure it out, dog.
That's seeing you, even like Jose, pull up the video I sent you on Instagram. You fucking.
While you do that, I want to ask a
Go
question
ahead.
too. Because you did, I don't know if you self-diagnosed yourself with ADHD or if like it's like legit you have ADHD.
Now I'm officially, I didn't know, but yeah.
But because sometimes we look at that and we look at the trouble that it could get somebody into, but do you also see the positives of that, especially with making music? Like, it has to help you get to where you're at.
So you know what's funny? I remember I told my dad, because I almost dropped out. I remember I ended up going to the school, Fair Valley, fucking as a continuation school. I remember. I remember one time in my life I was just like, hey, like, I did bad in school, but I wasn't a bad kid though, And if it wasn't for my teachers telling me to check my son for ADHD, I remember I didn't know nothing.
Yeah.
They called us. They were like, "You check your son for ADHD." I was like, "What the fuck? I thought he had cancer, bro." I was like, "What the fuck?" I started looking into it, and I was like, "What the fuck? This is me, bro." I was like, "This is me." And then there was ADHD for adults. I was like, bro, it was amazing, and it's great that I found out about it, because now I can support my son, and I got on the medication and everything, and it's a trip, bro. And like, to me, the medication's great. It's a tool, like Adderall and all that. It's a tool. Unfortunately, I fucking binge on that shit. Like when I work, I'm gonna fucking work until like for 3 days straight, bro. But then like I don't like this shit. But yes, the positives. I've recently learned to like use my ADHD as an advantage. It's a superpower.
Hell yeah, it's a fucking superpower, dog.
It's a superpower, and like, it's great. And I mean, my parents, my mom, she's not fucking ADHD, dog. She doesn't know.
Latino shit.
Yeah, all Latino parents are like, what? Just concentrate.
Está loco,
He doesn't listen. He doesn't listen.
No, but it's like, now that we're aware, it's like, holy shit, there's a way to guide, to guide it. It's fucking beautiful.
Because I low-key have it.
Yeah,
it's like a little tick of mine.
The thing is, it's like, once you understand it, you understand yourself more. Because a lot of times we go through life like, why don't people get me, or why don't I get myself? But stuff like that, figuring out, like labeling it, helps you maneuver.
Lately, I told my wife, lately I've been more vocal about my thoughts, bro. And like, and she's been like, the more open I've been, she's been able to understand how my ADHD works, bro. We'll be middle of the conversation, I'll randomly ask her something else, bro.
Sounds like Duno.
Sounds like me. Dog, I'm telling you.
And I think that's why it's hard to remember shit, because I recently explained to my son, because he was like, oh, I don't know why I can't remember some things. I told him, I was like, let me tell you why. Okay, so when I tell you, hey, make sure you take out the trash, what you heard is like, hey, and he was like, what's the dog doing? Make sure you. It's like, you start thinking so much other shit.
Intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, so like, you start thinking so much other shit in that sentence. So I explained to him. I was like, "That's it, mijo. You're good though." Just like.
That's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
But now that I know,
and especially seeing that you are a completely great functioning adult with a great
Yeah.
career.
I
that
got
he's
lucky, bro.
I got lucky.
That he's like, yeah, I can do it too. I'll be just fine.
Exactly. That's why, like, I told my kids, you know, like, they want to do the DJ shit. You know, I have the gear there for them. Just, you know, if they ever want to fuck with it, I'm never gonna
Yeah.
force them.
Yeah.
You know, but because with their ADHD, they're gonna do what they want
Yeah.
to do. You know.
Dude, dog, imagine you were still a trauma surgeon. Like, oh, well, what should I have to do?
You're like, yeah, like I know I'm doing a heart right now, but there's a leg over there I can operate on.
Right now. Can we Uber Eats?
Yeah.
No,
so,
not him doing open heart surgery. What's the dog doing?
so look, I never understood. My mom, she has a white boss that I love very dearly, son. But she's the one that told my mom he's not bad. He's like fool. So I never realized it till I got older, and I sit here for hours, and I'm like,
He's fidgety.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
shit, like bro, shut
And he
the
fingers the couch.
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
nah, so like even like
he
I have
grabs
a
my hand, like
I like when I'm driving fool, if I'm with like my boy or whatever,
Yeah.
I gotta crack her finger or my
Yeah.
my mom said she didn't realize it till her boss that happens to be white was like he
Yeah.
doesn't know. It's not that he's being bad. His body doesn't know what to do if he's just sitting.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why even like in juvenile hall, fool, you know what I would do when I was like, I would get papers and rip as many pieces I feel like I can rip, and then 10 jumping jacks per paper, because if not, the lines. So I didn't realize that
Yeah,
shit till
you
like
keep yourself
when I started doing
updated.
this for a living. I'm like,
Yeah, bro.
and I'm like fucking moving, fool. Or fool. When I drive, I flick my lights, just so keep me entertained. And my mom and I was like,
Scare the fucking driver.
fucking cars are like, what the
Yeah.
no. So I flick my lights like
Yeah.
you guys, any of my homies that drive with me, they're like, fool, like stop, like I'll flick him or I'll
ever
play
heard
with the
that
windshield
urban legend?
wipers. And I'm like, oh shit. And then recently I was sitting there and I was like, and then I'm looking at my nephew. So my nephew, I haven't got diagnosed, but I know when I do it,
Yeah,
I
you
am.
can see
But
it.
my
Yeah.
nephew got diagnosed bad. Like at the age of 3, they were like, he needs medication. And as a family, we're like, look, he's a kid. We're not about to put him on baby Xanax.
No, 100%.
Yeah, so they kind of they found him a school where they're allowed to focus. But he's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
ice cream, chips, cereal, all shit, my homework. And I'm like, fool,
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
relax.
bro.
But even
But
seeing
it's
it.
good that you guys know now, bro.
Yeah, now
it's
we
so
know.
good.
Way
That's
better to know.
monumental, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he like, but then I swam my whole life. So even swimming helped me a lot, because the thing about us, the goal is to get us tired.
Yes.
The goal
Yes,
is to get us
exactly.
tired, so we're done. But even when I'm tired, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, like
Yep.
when I go to sleep, for I like if I'm with my girl, whatever, I gotta like play with her hair,
Okay.
like it's like a thing, or I don't know, I gotta tap them. But I didn't realize that till like as I got older, I was like, fuck, I'm a fucking impulsive fuck. Like in class, I gotta get up or make a beat or do some stupid
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I can't sit there.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, bro. You want to know? I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna be like nonchalant, bro. But if you ever figure it out, it'll be the best thing you ever did for yourself. Especially with someone with ADHD, dog.
Yeah.
If you learn how to meditate, for at least 5 minutes with breath work, bro, you gotta understand our brains are going 100 miles per hour.
Yeah.
You know, but if you can give your brain 5 minutes, because even when we're sleeping, dog, our brains are still
Our
going.
brain's still
Yeah.
going.
You know, it's game changer, bro. And that ever since I started doing that, bro, my life is it's so different, bro.
He
It's
does
wick.
something similar. So like even the ASMR, he likes listening to ASMR
Yeah.
before he knocks out. That's
Therapeutic.
calming his mind. you know?
Therapy, dog. When you
Yeah.
can when you can focus on one thing, because that's what it is, really.
Yeah.
It's not even really about the breathing, or it's about focusing on one thing, not everything else.
Yeah.
And when you can just stay on one thing, your brain is like, cool,
Chill,
relax,
yeah.
bro. And you need that. We need that.
No,
dog.
most but I didn't realize it, so
And
I
he looks
started.
like Buddha, so him meditating. Come on.
But I didn't
Very
realize
zen.
it till when I'm interviewing people, I'll have a question, and if I see them like move their feet, it'll throw me off,
Yeah.
and it would go to like, so what's your favorite chips? When I had a great question about their whole career,
He had
it's-
it lined up. He
and
took
it's
notes.
fucking good. So
Yeah.
now lately I've been doing the paper, but even like lines, like I gotta do it. I don't know, it's fucking weird,
Yeah.
but
You know
that's-
what? It's cool. You know, it's fun figuring out your ADHD. dog.
Yeah.
It's fun trying to figure shit out.
But right now, when you were saying like little shit, I was like, damn, I fucking been doing stupid ass shit while
Yeah.
driving.
Yeah.
But it's just that I like hearing the
Yeah.
like when the fly, you fuck, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like that
funny.
urban legend that if you're driving in a car behind you that has their light, like if you flash them to like turn their lights on, it's like the mafia and they're really gonna kill you or something.
It's an
No,
urban
I've never
legend.
heard
It's like an
What
urban
the-
legend. Like if
sound
you're
like
driving,
the real
okay, you
life.
know how sometimes when someone's car lights are off, you like flick yours to tell them to turn them on.
Yeah.
So the urban legend is that if you're driving and a car has all their lights off and you like signal for them to turn their lights on, they're gonna start following you and it's gonna be like the mafia or someone that's gonna kill you or something.
Well, yeah, but I think that's if
Yeah.
you're involved in shit. Like if a
No,
white
if you're
lady's
just
like-
driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay,
That's
just,
scary.
Fucking
just
put up
why.
this
You
video I
probably
sent you.
scared someone.
Watch this video.
Yeah.
The crowd control in this video is lit.
Hey.
Dog, this is EDC Mexico. It's 10 times bigger than Vegas, right?
Yeah.
It's bigger than the Vegas one?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it
right?
is, yeah.
Dog, the whole crowd. It's
They're about to
dark,
go-
but I seen another video.
Wow. That's so fire.
Oh, the next. Go to the
Go to the next
The
one. The
next
next
slide.
one.
The next
Because the
slide.
drone goes over, right?
Yeah,
You throw the drone up, that shit was hard.
The drone, bro.
Look at this shit.
It doesn't even catch the crowd to the side.
Yeah.
It's like it
yeah.
goes as far to the side as it goes to the back.
The drone taking
Let's
off
go.
is crazy.
Oh shit. Bro,
Dog.
having control over that many people. Oh shit.
It's fucking Grupo Firme in Mexico vibes.
Wow.
Shit.
That's so fire.
And what's so crazy about this, right? And congratulations to you on doing something like this.
Thank you, bro.
Because to Latinos, when it comes to that the EDM world, you're like our golden prize. Like and I just got into it really last year, but like seeing what you could do, like open up for Bad Bunny, that was amazing. You did that in San Diego?
No, I did. No.
Where was it when you opened up for Bad Bunny?
I did Arizona, Washington D.C., and Arizona, Houston.
In Houston. And I see when the crowd lit up, and I was like, damn. I was like, and then you did the Mexican, fucking Mexico national team too.
Yeah, bro.
I'm like, holy shit,
Bro,
that was
I
cool.
know, bro. I don't even. My team's been crushing it, bro. I give my
Yeah.
team.
Oh, shit,
my,
yeah.
I
It's
give
good.
my-
It works.
Yeah.
I give my team all the credit, dog.
Yeah, yeah.
You
That's
know,
so
they're,
dope.
they're the ones that are putting me everywhere, dog. I'm just showing up
You're
wherever I'm
showing up
invited,
and
dog.
doing your job.
I have a
And,
question. Oh,
yes.
sorry. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say. So, okay, so you're DJ Tonic. And then where does the transition go from becoming Deorro and start to not just go from DJing, but to also making music?
So
when did that happen?
The reason I changed my name was because there was a band called Tonic, and like they were just like cease and desist, motherfucker. I was
Oh,
like,
shit.
I don't want to.
I thought I was done, dog. I thought I was like, damn, that's it. No
Yeah.
more music. But yeah, so I had to change my name. And my last name's Orosqueta, so Deorro.
Ah.
Orosqueta. And then music was I remember, dog, I was DJing a house party, and I was like, I remember it was like this one fool was fucked up, bro. He came up to me. It was LimeWire days, dog. I downloaded like techno.
Yeah.
It was Satisfaction, Benny Benassi.
Oh,
And
yeah.
some fool comes up to me, he's like, hey. And I was just like, what? He was like, hey, did you make this? I was like, no, fool, it's techno, dog. and he's like, oh, he walked away. And then, bro, that shit stayed in my head. I was like, can I fucking make this? Dog, and I remember I used to collect cans, bro. I used to collect cans. I used to fucking buy my 25 cents to go to fucking Guitar Center in West Covina. And I always used to go play the guitar right there. That's how I learned about it. And then I remember there was a different section, dog, with all the synthesizers and everything. I was just like, I'm going to go in there. And I went in there and I went to the dude. I was just like, hey, like, how do you make techno? You know, where's the guitars for that shit? You know, like, what? They were just like, oh, no. They gave me the software. And I was like, fuck, that's crazy, dog. That's just like some crazy smart shit.
Yeah.
And it was like fucking, at the time, it was like $60. I was like, damn, I can't afford this shit. He was like, but there's this other one that's like, it's a demo. And I took that shit home with me, dog. It was a demo, and like I could only use it for 15 minutes, dog. So every time I'd use it, and then it would I wouldn't be able to do anything. I'd uninstall it, reinstall it, dog.
Oh,
And
wow.
So little by little, that's how I started recording. And I used to make other music with just my guitars, but eventually I started using like the sounds that came in stock, which were the electronic sounds.
Yeah.
And that's how I started putting like EDM sounds together, bro.
Damn, that's so
Wow.
dope, dog.
Yeah, and that was like my goal was to make something like techno that I could play at the parties, and that's how I got into it, dog.
That is
That's
fun. Shout out that
so
drunk dude that
fire.
came up to you.
Yeah.
That was probably being annoying the
That
whole
was
night.
an angel,
I
drunk
think
angel.
I think he started a fight that day too, dog.
Hey, that's what year? Because this was a long
in high
journey.
school.
Like
I
we're
was in
seeing
high
your
school.
like your you're climbing really rapidly, but it's been a climb. You know, like you've
Yes.
been on this journey.
Yeah, I think my big year where I really got into EDM world was, I think, 2014, 2015. I did like the whole DJ Mag. I went to Tomorrowland and all that. I did the whole thing, and it was crazy, bro. Cause
Oh, so you DJ'd Tomorrowland?
yeah. I've done it.
Wow,
a couple times, bro.
in Europe.
Yeah, the Belgian one, yeah. And what's crazy, bro? Like it just came out of nowhere for me, and it was a blessing. I got all this support from all these DJs, and but yeah, it was too. I don't know, not too much, but it was a lot all at once, and I was still trying to figure out my life and everything. And I remember, like I said, music was Plan B. I remember I like messaged Laid Back Luke, and I told him, I was like, hey man, like I really want to chase this music thing, like. How do you know if it's gonna be a thing? Should I choose music or should I continue doing doctor work? And he was just like, bro, he's like, only you can know. And it wasn't an overnight thing. I had to really make sure I could do this DJ shit. It took like a year to really like, okay, I'm getting bookings and like my shit's taking off. People are starting. I was promoting, so a lot of promoters were really interested in booking me because I was promoting. Plus, I was also bringing in some fans, bro. So like it worked out for me, bro. And I was having a good time, bro, during the whole time. Dog.
Yeah. How do you stay away? I mean, I don't know if you ever dibbled and dabbled, but the EDM world comes with a lot of criticism when it comes to
the culture,
drugs and pills and shit like that.
Yeah, you know what? I did. Think it was some of my friends in the beginning that introduced me to the rave scene. You know? And we fucked around. It was cool and shit. And like, but I think it was my ADHD, dog. There was a calling. When I would go to these shows, I'd just like pay attention to the DJ because I was also DJing already. Yeah. But then I was also listening to the music, bro. Yeah. And like, it was cool. My homies would be there and like, I rolled. I think I rolled like 3 times. And then like it was great. I was like, what the fuck? But I was just all about like, I can do that. I can make a party. I can make music like that. Oh, I have other ideas, dog. And like, I think I just naturally fell into that. And I think that's one of the most wonderful things in life.
Fire, that's dope. And also, when you DJ, it's fucking funny. I think you and Valentino Khan, what you guys do is, as homies, you feel like fucking dumb up there. I think it's like, oh my god, these fools. Cool. I'm like, who's there? So Valentino Khan's another.
What do
DJ.
they do?
Fool, they like. Okay, Valentino Khan's like a spirit animal,
shout
right?
Out Valentino.
Yeah, shout out my guy, love him to death. And he'll like jump all over, and this fool's and fool, they're just fucking. It's a party, like kicking it with the homie up there, but they're working and moving. So Escape actually. Yeah. Last year I went and seeing you fools DJ is like, so like people like the EDM shit, but people also like the mixture when like. We could dance with bitches, like you know what I mean. So see when you guys play some Daddy Yankee, that's it. Yep. And I was like, and then you start knocking, you start, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But then you also go back to the techno shit where you're just vibing, living. But then the mixture when you guys do things is like, it's dope. What's the preparation like for like a back-to-back? Because for you, when you do it alone, it's like, okay, I know exactly what I want, but two different people is like.
So because I come from like the house party days, like I come from a catering, like I cater. So I do have a collection of music, and then I find shit like this is fire, and then while I'm there, dog, it's the people that tell me what's next. There are ways to plan a set, and I've done that. I've DJed different kinds of sets. I've done where I plan the entire set, and there's some where I have just a collection of songs. I'm gonna play these songs, and I've done some where it's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just show up. Let's just show up, and then I'll just go through my shit, and then like it, and like I'm glad I'm able to do each one of those.
Each one of them, yeah.
The benefits of planning a set though is that you can get production involved.
Facts.
Like my wife, she does all the fireworks and all the flames. So she sees the song, the track list, and it was cool because that set, me and Valentino, we actually worked on it the whole week before. So it's like he was like, I got these songs. I was like, I got these songs. And then we fucking like put them together, dog. And it's like he was going back and we were going back and forth. So we put him in line. We told the guy that does the visuals, Michelle, she did the effects and the pyro and the CO2 and then the TM. We had everything. That's the beauty of planning a set ahead of time. Yeah. People say like, oh, like you guys was our pre-plan or whatever. Like, bro, like it's a show, dog. We want to give you guys a show.
Yeah, because when the fire hits, when the beat drops, it's what kind of like
Yeah, it's dope, bro. Yeah, and it's dope to like be able to know what song to do it to. My wife, she needs all the cues and shit. And all that.
So that's no, seeing you guys, and then you guys, and it was Escape, so obviously Halloween vibes. So you guys dressed up as security guards.
Bro, this shit was
I'm
crazy,
like,
bro.
oh shit.
Yeah, I remember. I was just like, what the fuck can we be? You know, people gave us good ones. They were like Mario, Luigi. I was like, man, that's a good one, dog. Fucking Cheech and Chong. And I was like, nah, we gotta do something just different, bro. And like, I remember we were at a show a couple weeks before, and I seen these motherfuckers. They were wearing, and I was just like, damn, we should be security guards. And like, I remember I was like a little intimidated because I know, like, dog, imagine you asking a cop, like, oh, can I use your uniform? You can't, 'cause it's authority, dog. And I was just like, they're gonna say no. Watch. I remember we hit him up, and Pascual, I hit up Pascual, the owner of Insomniac, the face of Insomniac. And he was like, I'll get you in touch with my security team. It's CSC event. They do all the events, bro. And
they're serious too. Like, no, move.
Yeah, bro. And well, you know, I talked to one of the dudes, and he was like, what? That's sick. Fuck yeah. So like he gave it to us, dog. It was comfortable. Bro, they have trackers, bro. They're security shit. They have trackers.
Oh, wow.
Comfortable, bro. And like he was like, just give it back to us after, you know? Like so like yeah, bro. It was funny. I almost wore a mullet too, dog. I was gonna do the whole thing.
That's fucking sick.
Nah, yeah, seeing you guys DJ, I was like, these fools are fucking. But it's like they'll put like Dame Mas Gaso, like food, like twerking, like it's a vibe. It's a big ass function, so it's fun, bro. Watching your DJ is amazing.
You know, like the stages of like EDM though, like we're talking about, these are huge. We just saw the video, right? I'm sure that's intimidating. Like you see what like Marshmello has done, what Steve Aoki has done, with each in their own realms, and of course there's like so many others, right? Do you think like, I think if someone's like aspiring to do it, because even like I see Duno going into that, and Duno's building a character, you know, Don't Know's world, right?
Yes.
For you, is that building of a character, like that mystique, that aura, is that as important as like the music you play?
You know what's funny? Lately, I have been trying to kind of make Deorro a character, because the thing is, I've never really looked at myself as the artist. I've always just been like, dog, I'm just here making music, dog.
Yeah.
You guys like this shit. Cool. You know, me invitan a los parties, so I go play the parties, you know? So that's why I've never really cared about like an image or anything like that. That's why I even used the panda. That was my face for a while, you know?
Yeah.
And, but recently I was like, you know what? I should kind of probably play the artist part, you know? Like try to start looking like an artist and shit. But definitely it helps, you know, when people can recognize an image. And then it's also like, I remember what it's like being on the other side of the speakers and seeing someone, like seeing them and like seeing someone like on Instagram and like their face and everything, you know, like seeing them on posters, having them up on the wall, and then seeing them in person, you know, becoming something like that. And then interacting with the crowd. I remember that feeling, you know. I remember when like I met Tiesto. I remember when I met these people and I was just like, it's life changing, you know. And I find myself in the same shit. I mean, I'm not as big as Tiesto. I don't, but now, but I do know that some of these people, I can feel it, bro. They cry, you know. And like I know that meeting them, and I'm just like, and I give them so much love, dog. So much love. I let them know that I cherish them, dog. Like any little gift they give me, I fucking hold on to it. Like this is a fan gave me this like 5-6 years ago. Wow. Every now and then I'll see her in the comments. Oh my god, you still have the bracelet. You know?
I love that.
That's
like
amazing.
That. Yeah. So, but I think it's 100%. It's very important.
It's also important too that they look up and they see a Latino doing it, because like that representation legit matters, you know. And techno, house, all that shit, that's been around 90s vibes, right? We've been a part of that, but never at the point where you guys are now. That,
we were the consumers.
I love that shit.
Yes, that's my thing. Was like, bro, that's one thing EDM has been lacking for years, you know. And you know what? Let me tell you something. The talent exists. Right. I'm fucking like, bro. There's so many kids that do these. You know, Dave Mag. There's all these people from in Mexico, bro. Then and all Latin America, dog. The talent is there, bro. It's there. It's just, you know, I don't know what it is, bro. Like I've tried taking some of them on tour with me, like some of the guys, you know, like DJ Chewy, Red Tip, and all them. Like I tried taking them on tour and stuff, but the talent is there. I think, you know, especially us, we have a lot to offer the EDM world, dog. Like,
I think it's so like we, especially like Latinos in America, we have such a mixture of cultures growing up. So I feel like that's so dope that's what you were bringing to the table. It's like, this is the shit. At a family party, you might hear some techno, some cumbia, some hip hop, some bachata, some reggaeton, and it's like, that's just what we all like, what we all grew up on, you know, a mixture of all of it. And I love that you're taking it to way different countries like South Korea and shit.
Yeah.
Like it's like it's
Yeah,
a Mexican
that's
playing all
one
this
of my
dope
favorite
shit.
things, dog, is to let people know, bro, that we could do this, dog. We
Yeah.
out here, you know.
Yeah.
Look at me, look at us, dog. We could
Yeah.
do this, dog.
Yeah.
You know?
Hell
No,
yeah.
I think one thing I've seen is the impact you've had on young Latinos, right? So obviously, like I love the scene, but like I have homies like the homie Bailey, Stallion, the fucking Dom. I've seen all them fools. Like, cause obviously my platform doesn't come from that. My platform comes from what I do, which is like the skit, YouTube. So I'm able to put myself in positions to where I get recognized by like the Valentino cons, cause he fucks with my videos and shit like that, and I'm able to meet them. But like, I go meet you guys and it's like, how is that fool? Like, I've been listening to him since 2012, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and then or 2014, 15. And I get the history of this world that you guys been kidding for so much, and predominantly it's known as a white thing for us.
Yeah.
As Latinos,
European,
it's a white people thing. It's a European thing. But seeing you up there and play
That's
El
a
Caballo
lot,
Dorado
yeah.
and Cumbia to
Yeah.
Koreans, white people, fool, I'm telling you, I was at Escape, and you fools were
Every
pumping Gasolina. Obviously, Gasolina is a huge worldwide song,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
some Latino song came up and fucking. This white girl was like, "This is my shit," and I'm like, "Do you know he's mixing the song?" Like, but in my head, I'm like, "You
That's
killed it,"
tight.
but she just heard seeing you up there was like a vibration, but also it's implemented in every culture now.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to work with an EDM DJ now. You guys have the upper hand now too.
We're like the rock stars, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you've done it. You've worked with people.
Yes. Yeah.
You've worked with people. You've done it. You've done it in stages where you were at. Was that the Grammys where you guys did the performance?
Oh, the premios on
Perfect. Yeah, Pablo Nuestro, and seeing you DJ and do shit like that. You've also worked with Chris Brown.
Yeah.
With Chris Brown, and I'm like,
crazy,
fuck,
man.
like,
That's
what the?
crazy.
But then you're listening to even like all the new reggaeton artists coming up,
Yeah.
like a Tokisha or Angel Dior. They're implementing fucking
Yeah.
techno music too.
Yeah.
It's happening, dog.
Like Deorro, his song, what is it? AIO? Yeah, like the whole first 30 seconds is like an EDM song.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, because they're paying attention to what the crowd likes.
Yeah.
And that's why there's festivals like Hard Summer that exist.
Yeah.
To where they bring a Megan Thee Stallion and a Deorro to perform on the next
Yes,
stage.
yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think seeing stuff like that is amazing.
Yeah.
And for the Latino culture, I feel like right now is like the time to
You
where
know,
like
you know what's funny? I remember one time, bro. It was when I was at Tomorrowland, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it was my first time there, and I remember, bro. I thought about it for a second. I remember I was out there. I was just like, I'm the only brown motherfucker here. and I thought about it, and I think nothing of it, dog. This is before I realized I can end like. This is back. I grew up here, you know. Like,
Yeah.
I went to school. Everything was English. Only Spanish was at home, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I never thought about mixing my culture with music. This was back in the day when I was like, oh shit, I'm the only brown motherfucker here. I never
Yeah.
thought about it. But then later, I remember I had like a fucking moment where I was just like, damn, I don't know what the fuck else to do. Like, what else do I have to offer? And that's when I was like, I remember I got reminded of home. I went home for a bit. I started going to I started hanging with family. We went to a party one time. And that's when I realized, holy shit, I still got a lot to offer fucking music. That's when I implemented the culture.
Wow.
You know, I think to this day, whenever I like I was telling the homies when they were putting me up on DJs, right? Like when I first learned about Clooney, the homies were like, he's like that feels like a cool white boy, and I was like, okay. And then when I first heard of Gordo, they're like, that feels like, look, it's different. They're putting me up on shit, right?
Yeah,
I'm like,
like-
okay, this DJ this, and the homies will break it down for me, fool. Like he does this. And when the homies broke you down, it was like, fool, it's like being at a 15 años.
Yes.
And but with some
shit.
techno and fucking pills and alcohol, just for us, you know what I mean? But I'm like, so we're fucking pre-gaming, right? We're getting ready to see your set. And I'm like, what the fuck? And even when I saw you in Vegas for the first time, I'm like, dog, this shit is cool. Like, I'm able to hear some and then and I'm like, yes, like
All
both
together.
worlds colliding. And then when I
Yeah.
seen you at Escape, I was like, oh shit, like there's a reason why you're unique, and that's because you implement your world. And I think that's why each one of us could be successful in our own ways, is where like we put our personal shit,
Well, that's when it gets easy, dog.
and that's when it gets easy.
That's when you just being yourself, dog. It's easy.
So
bro.
easy.
It's- you wake up. You don't gotta put a mask. You don't gotta put a costume. You just be yourself, dog.
Yeah, and so seeing you do that shit for the culture is amazing. Like every young Latino like EDM DJ that I've met, and fucking a lot of them DJ regular parties still like hip hop because they have to. That's how people make ends meet.
Yeah.
But then the EDM shit, they'll do it for the free sometimes because it's like, I want to fucking really do this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And seeing them study and break down shit and learn how to use like I've been learning with the homie how to use the USB. And then a lot of DJs be like, "Fool, I still don't even know how to do that." And I'm like, learning how to do like read the BPM and shit. I'm like, this shit is difficult. You guys look like button pushers up there, but it's work.
Yeah.
So seeing you break down and seeing you just work and succeed, I think even when you did the Mexico national team, I was like, damn, that's dope.
That's a
That
trip,
shit's
bro.
big.
That was a dope thing. Because I'm pretty sure you grew up liking soccer.
Oh yeah, with my
Yeah,
dad,
yeah.
we used to play el partido todos los domingos and shit.
Yeah.
I remember that. shit.
And speaking of like, even with your parents, that must be where shit to them means some
Well,
shit.
bro, it
They're
was
like,
so
oh
cool,
shit,
bro.
you could
I
have
could
done
not wait to
5,000
come.
other concerts, but when
Yeah,
you do
bro.
shit like that,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
just
Yes,
like,
bro, and like I got to do the Rose Bowl, you know, so like, I was like, dad, I got to take my dad, bro, and like,
Yeah.
bro, his eyes lit up, bro, when they came out on the field and shit. Like, it's just so crazy, bro. Like me implementing the culture. That's what I get to do now. I get to take my dad we get to fucking enjoy this game, el partido, you know, and I get
Yeah.
to play at it, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, we had fireworks and everything, you know. It was big, bro. It was amazing.
Do your
That's
parents be
fucking
like
awesome.
bragging? Like, oh, it's
You know,
mijo.
they're definitely
mijo,
proud,
that's-
bro.
you know the music, eso es mijo.
100% proud.
No,
I
his
love
mom,
that. I love
his
that.
mom came up to me
Yeah.
and was like, "That's my son." I was like, I could tell.
That's so
Everybody
fire.
else looks ratchet in there. Your mom and your dad were just recording you.
My
Para el
mom,
face.
I know my mom. No matter what, if she sees someone that's about my age, she'll be like, "Do you know my son?"
I love that.
She's so proud, dog. She's so proud.
Nah, that shit is dope. That shit is dope. But how, I think what Letty said is important. Like, yeah, you've done a Tomorrowland, right? And they probably like, oh, it's huge.
Yeah.
But you do Mexico national team at the Rose Bowl. It's like, ah,
It's
you
shit,
want a
bro.
fucking
It's a
like.
shit,
Yeah.
bro. You know what? Doing those shows, so I'm like, I'm playing music while they're warming up, you know. And I understand a lot of people are there for the game. Same thing with the opening up for Bad Bunny, dog. Like I know that a lot of those people they're not there for me. So like I don't, even though like I did the Rams halftime show
Yeah.
with
Oh,
the
yeah.
Raiders, dog. Like bro, that's SoFi Stadium, bro.
Yeah.
Like I don't let it get to my head, bro. You know,
Yeah.
opening up for Bad Bunny. I don't like. Look, bro. These people are not here for me, dog. Like, I
Yeah.
was at the Bad Bunny show. These people are here. I'm there for Bad Bunny too. Shit, fuck
Yeah.
you. Know? Like, but it's like I don't let it get to my head. It's like it's a massive opportunity, motherfucker. Do your
Yeah.
best, dog. You
Yeah.
know, and like it's cool. The cool thing about the Bad Bunny show though is I didn't really have to change my set.
Yeah.
But
lot of
it's
overlap.
just like I get the opportunity to be able to open dog #1 artist in the world. You kidding me, dog?
Facts.
And then it's
Yeah.
also Latino, dog. It was a moment, dog. I was like, fuck yeah, Latinos, dog. Like, we're breaking it, looking. And then what the fuck am I doing here? Hell yeah, dog. It's amazing though, but I don't.
Yeah.
I try not to let it get to me, dog, because like, yeah, I'm doing these fucking stadiums, dog, but they're not here for me though.
Yeah.
Hey,
You know,
but
so
they
I'm-
leave knowing you. They leave.
It's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
They get
They
to see me
leave
for
like,
a
hey,
second.
who is that fool?
And like seeing
Yeah.
people be like, oh, who this Deorro fool was cool.
Yeah.
You know, and I was just like, fuck yeah, dog.
You know what? Now that just reminded me. You were at the Rams game for the Niners and
And the Raiders.
what about last year?
Oh, sorry, yes, yeah,
NFC
yeah.
Championship game?
Yes, I was, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I was there too.
Yo,
and
sick.
they were like, and Deorro, and then
Oh
everybody's like,
yeah.
"Hey!" I was just like,
They do the 5 hours. Like I think after the third quarter,
Yeah.
they hype everyone up.
I remember they
do
put the
5
camera
hours,
on you,
dog.
and then it was just like, hey.
I
I was
was
like,
there,
oh shit,
dog.
that's
It
sick.
was so
Yeah.
No, but yeah, cause even like we've done shit where we opened up for a podcast that's huge in the East Coast, hip hop based, and the crowd wasn't there for us,
Yeah.
but we showed up, and our fan base obviously is
Yeah.
predominantly 90% Latino,
Yeah.
95%, and the crowd there was mixed white, black, Latino, Asian, hip hop heads, and we showed up and we left with
Hell
black
yeah.
fans, white fans, and they were like, because we went up there and just did us.
We were just
Even
us there.
and even though we did a bigger venue than that podcast out here, that we did the Novo, we're like, we
Yeah.
could talk our shit, but they're from the East Coast.
Yeah.
So we had to go in there and pop it, and
Yeah.
we left with that mentality, and Letty for sure let us know, like, look, they're not here for us. They're gonna walk out and have the crowd not know us, but when we get out there, let's show out, and the crowd's gonna. And when we left, everybody clapped, they
That's
laughed.
dope,
Yeah,
bro.
that
That's
was
so
fun.
cool, man.
So even though they're not there for you, it's definitely a good thing to be like, you gotta pop your shit when you leave.
Because I mean, bro, I'm playing the Bad Bunny show. I'm doing like I can start flexing like a motherfucker, you know. But it's like, you know what,
Yeah.
like. Nah, dog. Like I'm just grateful I got the opportunity. I
Yeah.
did my best. I got in there and I gained some fans, bro. And like
Hell
I
yeah.
That's
appreciate
fire.
Bad Bunny for opening all the doors for Latino, taking Latino worldwide, dog. You know.
Hell
Yeah.
So it's a
Fuck.
blessing.
Fuck, did you get to meet him?
You know, I didn't meet him on the tour, but I have met him before, bro.
Yeah?
Oh,
Before,
okay.
yeah. I met him in his trap days.
In his trap. Oh, when he was rapping?
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
When he had the third eye?
It's funny because people are like, how people started as Bad Bunny fans, and he's all like, him and Anuel were very like, blah, 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 blah. And then it's like, and now it's like him being like, un verano con sin ti. It's just a different audience, but he grew. He grew.
Yeah. I got somebody. I remember I was at I think it was what was it, Billboard, and I remember my publicist. She was just like, "Oh, I wanted to introduce you to this kid. You know, he's just starting out, and he's Bad Bunny." And I remember I met him. I met también la Caso Cerrado. What's her name?
Oh, shit.
Oh.
I met her.
What's her name? The lady, the judge, Caso Cerrado.
Fuck. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, from Miami. The lady
one
from
that's
Miami.
We're gonna get canceled if we don't come up with
literally,
this.
I met
That
her.
tells the girl that her name is Moon, not Luna.
Yeah,
Your name is Luna, not Moon.
Yeah.
Aquí se habla español.
Yeah, so I met her, and literally I met him right after.
Yeah, Ana Maria. Like, yeah, look at her.
hell
Oh,
Look at
damn.
it.
Yeah, she's mean as shit.
Yeah, she was.
I love
she
it.
was a
Is she
sweetheart.
a real
I bet
Joe?
you, yeah.
Yeah, she was a sweetheart. She
I
was
think they
like,
gotta be like some kind
yeah,
of.
you know what's funny though too? It's crazy because I didn't know who she was, dog.
Really?
I didn't know who she was, bro. I mean, I remember my wife. She was in the awards ceremony,
Yeah.
and I went to go do my press. And like I remember, I told Michelle, I was like, oh, she's like, where are you? I was like, oh, I'm doing the interviews. I just met this girl. She was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was just like, oh shit. Like, yeah, and then right after her, I met Bad Bunny, bro. I remember we took a photo. There's a photo of us.
Wow.
And I remember I posted a panda and the little bunny. You know, I recently reposted it. I was like, holy shit, I met this motherfucker before, dog.
Yeah.
And he was quiet, bro. He was just like, oh,
chill.
you going to puppy? You know,
Yeah.
bro, it was sick, bro.
That's how we were
so
on our
fun.
like second day at Power.
Yeah.
We met Cali. Fuck,
Oh, Angelica.
Oh yeah.
Dog, so we met her.
Angelica Vale.
And I'm fucking flirting with her, dog.
She's
on
like
air.
Betty La Fea.
Betty La
Michelle,
Fea.
you know Angelica
Yeah, so
Vale.
I'm fucking
Her
flirting
mom
with
is
her.
like known as like the girl, like La Novia de Mexico.
The
Like
no-
her lineage
Fucking
is
royalty.
just royalty.
Yeah,
in
royalty.
Mexico.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there and I'm like, and I don't recognize her right away, but I'm over there flirting, spitting game. She's laughing. And then she leaves and they're like, fool, that's Betty La Fea. And I'm like, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And I look her up and then my mom calls me and she's like, tus hermanas, they told me you met her.
Yeah,
They're
like that's the part that gets them turned.
And I'm like, oh, like they don't give a fuck that I've
No,
done
literally.
cool shit.
Yeah.
Like,
My mom got so hyped too. She's like, dude, you met Betty La Fea on your friend. I was like, yeah. She's like, what the fuck?
yeah, I'm like, she kicked me in my ass.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she did. Super good luck.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
badass.
She kicked
bro.
me in my ass and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, cool, yeah. But
Yeah.
I was flirting with her and then I was like, and then her man's the boss.
Yeah, her
So I'm
man's
like,
like the
and that
president
fool's
of the
over there
company.
laughing like, I'm like, what the fuck? And then she leaves and I'm like, oh, just flirting with fucking,
Yeah,
with fucking,
fucking
and then we met her.
soñadoras.
That's a trip.
That shit had me dead. But it's like with my homies, I've interviewed multiple rappers.
Yeah.
My homies are like, we don't give a fuck.
Okay.
And I told him I met Valentino Khan. My homie that I was back, I put up on you guys backstage when you guys did Escape.
Oh,
I was
sick.
wearing the wig. You were busy. You were wifey.
Okay.
Yeah. But I was like, hey, what's
It was,
up, quick? I was like, that's
Did
what
I
about
said hi? I said hi.
Yeah, you said hi. And we put up, and then the homies were like, that's it. And I'm like, fool, you've met all these. But that's their shit. Even when the homie met Valentino Khan, he was like, fucking wet. I'm like, fool, give him a kiss already.
That's cool.
Like, no, but,
That's what I always say. Kiss him already.
Kiss
Yeah,
him already.
My fucking tour manager will say it out loud. He'll be like, I'll show somebody love. He'll be like, kiss.
so even like with my homies, like I told them I was in the group chat, like, oh yeah, we're gonna have the auto. They're like, fool, can I come? I'm like, no, fool, we're working. Like, but they were just like, it was to them, it was like, hell yeah, fool, like,
Yeah.
like it's dope. You know, everybody has like their thing, but like just as Latinos, when we win, it's like,
Yeah.
it's like,
You know,
fuck
one of my
yeah.
favorite things to do, dog, like whenever someone runs into me, like they'll be like, oh, my wife's your biggest fan. I'll be like, FaceTime her right now, dog.
Yeah.
I
sick.
FaceTime her, dog. And then their faces, bro, when they answer, and then you just see their eyes.
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
That's my favorite shit to do,
Yeah.
dog.
Awesome.
That's so dope.
Yeah, I've done that before. Where they're
You gotta
like,
do that shit, dog.
they're like, hey, can I FaceTime my brother? I'm like, yeah, call him, and I'll be like, what's up, fucker? And then, oh,
It's so easy to do, dog. It's
Yeah.
just like, you know, you fucking like these people's fucking you know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going the extra mile for your fans. They'll never forget
Bro,
that.
it's easy, dog.
Yeah.
It's like one of my favorite things to do at a show, dog. Especially the bigger the show, the better. I like connecting with them, bro, and it's a trip. It's a trip for them, bro, and it's insane. And I always imagine how it feels, right? Say like we're at a big festival, say like Escape, and I look at someone and they're like, you know, giving me a sign, you know, and I
Yeah.
give them a sign right back at them, and then they usually go like that, and I'll be like that, and they'll be like. They'll go like that, and I go like that, and then it's just like freaking out. They tell their friends, And then
Like,
they
he
pointed
just-
over, and I'm just like, hi. You know, I look at them,
Yeah.
and then when I look at all their friends, and like for a moment, dog, they're just like, holy shit, he's actually looking at us.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because it's like, you don't expect that, bro. Like, I remember what it's like being on that side. I remember
Yeah.
one time, bro, I was at a Tiesto show.
We're
and like,
stealing that.
he
Yeah, we're
he-
stealing
We're
it.
stealing
Yeah.
that. Our next live show.
do that
Yeah.
shit, bro. Do
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shit. I remember one time I was at a Tiesto show in LA, and he didn't point, but he pointed at me, dog. He pointed at me. I was just
I
like,
love
Hey,
it.
that's like the
Yeah.
Drewski meme. He's like me.
yeah, I was just like, yeah, I know he's not pointing at me, but fuck it, you know.
Fuck it,
Yeah.
But like, but like to be able to give that to people, it's like, bro, it no me cuesta nada, bro, and it's like,
Nothing.
and it's
Yeah.
like, it means everything to them.
Literally, I was
Do that shit, bro. Do that
yeah.
shit.
I was at EDC 2010 in LA. And I was front row. I don't know why I was like so close, like literally front row. And I'm not even the biggest EDM fan, but like back
For
then
your
I was.
girl.
I was with the
Yeah,
girl.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was.
It's
I was
fucking hard to
I
get
was-
up to the front, dog.
It was.
I'm about to
Okay.
say you fought through a lot of
No, look,
motherfuckers.
yeah. So trip out. So I'm right there in the front, and then Armin van Buren is DJing, and then out of nowhere he gets off the stage, and he's just right in front of me, and I'm like, and then he's just like, "Are you having a good night?" And I was like. Oh, like I'll never forget that
Yeah.
ever in my life. I was so confused.
It's a
like,
trip, huh? It's
yeah,
a trip, bro.
yeah.
It's a trip.
Nah, that shit is definitely a trip. Even like now with Instagram, right? Shout out me being a Gen Z baby. I'm like
We're all old, just FYI.
so like
young life.
yeah, so like I'm posting like I'm at the event and then I'll tag the DJ just cause like what if I don't know, I'll tag him and then the DJ reply like, bro, why you ain't tapping? I was like, cause fool, I'm here to enjoy your shit.
Yeah,
like when I
yeah.
first saw Gordo, I tagged him and he was probably like, who's this blue check motherfucker and outside of the thing, and I just saw him and I was like, hell yeah, that's what happened with Valentino Khan. I was like, my first time seeing him at Beyond, I was like, oh my God, this fool is like amazing. Why is he jumping around while drinking fucking fool is drinking some wild
Hypnotic.
shit. Hypnotic.
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 Damn.
Oh,
No, they have
that's
this.
a throwback.
He has a thing with another DJ where they mix Hypnotic and Hennessy.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, with
Incredible
4B,
Hulk.
with 4B.
Well,
yeah.
and I'm like, fool, why do you chug that?
That's crazy, dog.
I'm
Dude,
like,
you chug a buzzball, so
Loquillos, dog.
Have
You
you
know,
ever had a
you know what I
Buzzball?
still drink? You know what? I don't still. I just started drinking it again, dog. Four Locos, dog.
No way.
Yes!
You're
isn't
nuts.
it a different,
No,
different?
I don't
thing,
care. I don't give a
Yo.
fuck. You want to know
We
what it was?
grew up
dog?
on that shit.
You want to know? You want to know
Me
why?
too.
You want to know why it's such a bad fucking like you know what? Because dog, we were young. We didn't know what the fuck we were doing, dog.
Yeah.
But now, 1 4 Loco is good, bro. Try it. Con una way, you're fucking
Con
good,
una.
dog.
Yo,
Okay.
with half of one, we used to be good.
Yeah, no, bro. I got my stomach pumped. I drink 4, bro.
Fuck.
Four
Dog,
locos?
let me tell you this. Let me tell you this,
I
dog.
got
It
my
was
stomach
Four
pumping
Four Locos is
crazy.
Let me
Great.
tell you this, dog. So I remember it was when I fucking graduated. I got my certification as a CNA.
Yeah.
Bro, I fucking want to go party that night, dog. And I fucking drink 4 Locos and some like fucking High Life, some 32 ounces and shit. Bro, I ended up back in the hospital, bro. That same night.
With your coworkers?
I woke up, dog. I was handcuffed to the fucking thing, dog. And then I remember the officer was there. He was just like, "What happened? You know, crazy night." And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Fuck, man. Like, I fucked up, bro. I just got my seat. I'm fucked. I'm back here. Who's working? Who's working? You know, like."
Yeah.
And
Don't say anything, don't say anything.
he was like, "So what happened? You know?" And I was fucking talked out of my ass, dog. I was like, "Oh, I was celebrating. My brother came back from the army." And I was like, fucking lying ass motherfucker. Dog. You know?
Yeah.
And he was just like, oh shit. He did military time too. You know, he was like, oh shit.
Where did he come back from?
I know, so no, and like I think that like clicked. He was just like, oh shit, all right. He's like, oh okay, cool. He's like, all right. He's like, oh, that's interesting. I could tell, bro. I could tell like saying that,
it hit
and I
him.
was like, fuck this motherfucker. Please don't ask me anything about this shit, dog. I
Yeah.
don't, my
Don't
brother,
tell me
my,
deployment. Don't ask
I
me,
think
like,
my brother,
what, yeah.
I think my brother was locked up at the time, bro. I was like,
He was on deployment.
and he was just like, all right, man. He's like, look, man, it's like, yeah, it looks like you had a crazy night, you know. He's like, I'm gonna let you off, you know. And bro, yeah, dog. I remember I got out there, I didn't see any of it. I fucking left, bro.
Wow.
But that, yeah, I had my stomach pumped, and I remember, yeah. Have you ever had your stomach pumped, dog?
No,
I
that
have.
sounds like it hurts.
So the first time I ever got
Yeah.
They make you drink that black shit.
yeah, so the first time I ever got alcohol poisoning, I was 12, turning 13 with my sister at Pan Pacific next to the Grove. I blacked out of UV and I was like 200%
UV
alcohol.
vodka?
UV vodka, no cap. My
Oh,
mom and I was a minor,
fuck.
and my mom had to, and it was like,
Loquillos, huh? We're the fucking loquillos, dog.
Wow.
yeah, I was like, oh, maybe I don't want to keep doing this, but hey, it was a great time. But okay, I want to show you this video, dude. When
Yeah.
at Escape that night for your fucking set, I mixed Casamigos and Four Locos in one bottle, and it was the best fucking time of all time.
I'm telling you, for locals, dog. And you know what? They just came out. They came out with the pregame.
Yeah.
They came out. It's like literally just like it tastes like fucking. It's like syrup, bro.
Yeah.
If you can find this shit, mix it with Sprite Zero, dog. It tastes like. I'm telling you
Four
right now,
Locos
dog.
tapping
I
right
should-
fucking
I
now
should
with
get
Deorro
paid,
and with
dog.
fucking
I should
Juno.
get paid, dog.
Yes.
With that fucking pregame, the blue one, bro, with fucking Sprite Zero, dog. Try that.
No,
shit.
but it's crazy. It's crazy because fucking they at Escape and something they sell Four Locos.
Oh shit.
I think
Bro,
they just
book
started.
me again, dog. I didn't know that. Shit, I gotta do it all over again.
Nah, yeah. Oh, look, this
That
is
shit
video.
gives me PTSD, man.
Dog, this video. This video has to be one of the most amazing videos. I'm gonna just show it to you, but the homie can say it.
Loquillo ass fool, dog. Oh shit, straight into the fucking bottle.
So it's like half Casamigos,
Yeah,
half
you
Four
fucking
Loko.
Loquillo, dog.
Dog, and we parked and we walked and it was like one of the best things ever. Like,
That's
watch this
fun. That's crazy, dog.
shit. I think you seen it. You texted me
Yeah.
the next day. You're like, hey, don't do that again.
I care.
Yeah. Pussy, I
This is
mean-
scaring me.
No, I'm just waiting.
What's the like best totem you've ever seen?
The best what?
Totem.
Bro, okay, so I just recently talked about this. So when I was little, I was like 5 years old, dog.
Yeah.
I remember I learned a little piece on the piano, right? I think it was like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, bro. I got hyped, bro. So I lived in an apartment complex. I made a paper. I did a little concert, bro. I invited all the apartments, the apartment complex.
Yeah.
And I remember my parents that fucking showed up. There was a bunch of kids doing, what the fuck? You know, and I didn't really even play the piano. I just did it, and then like we just played, bro. And the Oreos pizza was the best day ever, dog. And I ended up posting that fucking little flyer. I was like, damn, bro, I've been an entertainer,
at
dog.
it.
I've been an
Wow.
entertainer.
At it.
So and it said Eric's Adventures. You know, that's what I
Yeah.
called it, dog. And at one show, I saw someone they blew it up, dog. That invitation, Eric's Adventures.
Wow.
You know, it's just like we out here, like it's just like it made me cry, dog.
Full circle
Damn,
moment.
that is
Yeah,
crazy.
bro.
Beautiful,
That shit
bro.
was amazing. It was
That
San
shit's
Antonio. It was in
beautiful.
San Antonio.
That shit, yeah, no, I see some wild shit. My favorite one still to
some
this
funny
day. It's some funny ones where it said, I thought Tesla was a car. That one, I was just like, oh.
Hey, you know, I've been seeing this shit. I'm not curious, dog. I'm like, it's crazy, dog. I mean, it's crazy.
Dog, because I was walking and it's this night, and the homie turns around and goes like, oh my God, and we look and it says, I thought Tesla was a car.
That's funny, bro.
Dog, that's because so like me and the homies, we call each other like the horny boys. So we always make like a totem.
Little homie.
There's like a twerk here one,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's like an arrow pointing down, and then like random songs would come on,
Uh-huh.
and then like we'll just a girl would come and she'll just start twerking on one of the homies, and then there's like another one that says we make you cry and come, and then like it's a vibe, you know. You gotta like
Wow.
Straight to
you've
the
seen
point.
you've seen
I've never
crazier
seen
ones.
that one.
Hey,
No.
dog, I remember one time some motherfucker, like, you know, like, what's like freeway exit, the sign?
Yeah.
Some motherfucker had one, dog. Like,
No, I've seen
took a whole
even
freeway
I've seen people get like the dolls, and they'll like get like the ones that people sell to like sex toys,
Yeah.
and they'll blow them up and put on a totem, and it's like,
yeah,
but it's a good way to detect like if you lose your homies.
Oh yeah.
At a rave, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm
Look
by,
for the blonde
I'm
doll.
right next to the sex doll.
I'm by the penis, and it's like, all right.
I'm like, I make you cry with cum. Yeah.
No, it says I'll make you cry
in
and
cum.
I'll make you cry and I'll make you come.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not like I'll make you
Both.
cry with cum. That sounds crazy.
Like, I'll pay you in gum. I'll make you cry in cum.
No,
dog.
I'll make you cry, come? No,
That's amazing.
Yeah, that one sounds crazy. But to this day, when it goes like, I thought Tesla was a car, I was like, oh my
That's the
God.
Kia shit, dog.
Dog, I fucking was walking by it, all drunk, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, some people get creative, bro.
Dog, I see some creative ass shit.
They fucking put some lights up in that shit. And it's
Yeah,
just
the homegirls do like some like light shit, and it's just
With their
crazy.
fingers?
I've gotten that too, but it's because I don't roll.
Mm.
So like when fools try to give me light shows, I'm like, oh, I'm just drunk, so it's not gonna hit me the same. And I sat there like,
Oh,
oh,
I've seen when you pretend when you're like, oh.
yeah. I was super,
Hey, I pretended too one time, dog.
Oh, that's super crazy.
and I'm like, oh, thank you, oh my word, fucking Mario Kart, but it's just like it's just some food movie. But it's dope because I get recognized a lot at the festivals.
cool as fuck,
So
bro.
when I'm walking, I'm like mid fucking like raving, and then some food just fucking doing all, and I'm like, hold up, fool, they're playing some Daddy Yankee, chill out. But it just the experiences though. But the totem, I feel like that's if you were, let's just say, if you were to recommend somebody like where to be at a rave, how to go about their whole day, right? Because I know some people itinerary is crazy. Like my homies is like we pregame all fucking morning, and then we eat around 2, take a nap for like an hour, wake up, everybody get ready, pregame again, and then we just get fucking shit faced and just drunk, and then the goal is to park somewhere where we could get like it's like they have an itinerary. What was like your way to go about it?
You know what's funny, dog? By the time I started going to these bigger ones,
Yeah.
I was handing out flyers at them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all my friends would
It was not even
they
party
would party.
going,
They would
yeah.
party and shit, but I would like I
You working.
would hand out flyers out for some reason. That's what I don't know. That's what I gravitated towards that, bro.
Yeah.
So like, and I would go in there sometimes. I would sneak in too. Like I snuck in some of the parties and shit. And it was a vibe, bro. But I don't know, something about like just handing out flyers. I don't know. I gravitated towards that shit, you know. But I did, you know, when I used to kind of like party and drink and shit. I remember with my primos, we used to go to the drum circle, bro, in Venice every Sunday, bro. We used to fucking get the 211s and shit. Back in the day, we-
211s is
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah, but that's when I started kind of pre-gaming for shit, and that's what I would do. That shit, bro.
Fire.
But like I see people in the fucking like when I'm pulling up to these festivals and then the parking lot, I get FOMO, dog. I'm just like,
Yeah.
damn, bro.
Would you ever like in disguise at this point
Go to a rave.
go to a rave?
Yeah, so I have some of my own, like when I play festivals, I'll put on like a panda head and shit, and I go in the crowd and shit, and I'll just be walking around, yeah,
Wow.
trying to see how it sounds and like
Yeah.
how the bass sounds and like how everything. Like,
Well, now people are gonna know. They're gonna be checking every panda head.
Yeah.
Hey, stop!
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not you.
I've even gotten in line one time, bro. I got in line one time and shit. And, like motherfuckers be talking about me and shit. And I'm just like,
Oh, that's so
That's
crazy.
That's crazy.
yeah, bro. And we have footage of that.
What if they're like, yours a bitch?
Yeah.
What you say?
I'm hearing
I'm the one saying that. Though.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're
to
gonna
be
get
like,
jumped for you.
just to say, oh,
They're
he's
gonna
alright.
jump you for talking
Yeah.
shit about you.
Yeah, no, I have people back me up, bro.
Wow.
Like, hey, Deorro's my first time. He's all right. You know, he's like, nah, he's really dope. You're gonna love it. You know, I'm just like, oh, all right.
Like, yeah, he's the greatest.
I'm like, and it's funny because then I was just be like, oh, I'm just kidding, bro. I'm Deorro. And they're just like, they'll like look inside. You know, I had this panda mask that I would always take.
Yeah.
And like they'd look and then like they'd see my tattoos and they'd be like, bitch, it's Deorro, dog. Bitch.
Nah, one time, and this is funny. We're like fucking going crazy at Escape. I'm telling you that Escape set was crazy because I was fucking lit the whole time, and we're fucking watching it, and then some girl's like, "Woo, my man!" And then somebody goes like, "He's married," but like clapping. But it's funny because obviously she knows, but like it was funny. They was like the girl's like, "He's married," like people just because it's such a positive energy. Like people mean no harm, but I think that's fucking funny. Do you ever like to kind of just test your skills? Do you ever just like show up to a random party and, like obviously you are who you are, and they're like, "Hey, you like, bro, can I do a set?"
Like, do I?
Yeah,
ask that?
have you ever done that where it's like, "Hey, I'm bored. I'm gonna just pull up to this one of my homies' events that's
Yeah.
upcoming."
No, you know what? I have a lot of respect. I don't ever want to like, you know, like my thing is I never want to like overshine anyone. Like,
Yeah.
like, especially like, and people always get hyped, you know. And if I'm ever at someone's show, bro, like, I will be there and I'll fucking be pointing at my boy, dog. I'll be like, we're here for him, dog. You know, like we're here for him. And you know, there's and I love going to show support. And I don't, you know, sometimes, you know, there has been where like I'll show up just to the homies, like it's something small, and like I try not to take too much limelight. You know?
Yeah, which is
Because
amazing.
it could be a special night for them, dog.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to
Yeah.
take that from them. dog.
What are some unwritten rules as a DJ? 'Cause
You know,
I've heard a lot
Let me
of
tell you
them.
something, dog. They always say, "Oh, if that motherfucker's playing, don't play his songs." Bro, I'm the opposite. Bro, play my shit. Play my shit before I go on. I want to know what it sounds like, dog. From the other side, I'll fucking go. in the
Oh, I
crowd.
see what you're saying. Like if they have a set before you.
Bro, if they have a set
Yeah.
before me, like people, like it's like you're not allowed to play my music, bro.
Do
First
it.
of all,
Yep.
I'm gonna play it. You play it. People get to hear it twice that night, dog. You know, like that's great. You know, but then also for me, I get to hear it from that side of the speakers. I never get to. I don't get to hear my own sets. I don't know what
Yeah.
it sounds like. And plus, I get to hear. Oh, damn, this is what 5 hours sounds like.
Yeah.
You know, so si la tumba bien machín. You know, so it's like it's dope, bro. And it's also an appreciation, dog, that my music is in their sets.
Yeah.
You know, like they're supporting me, dog. Like
Because there was a time where
hell
there,
yeah.
it wasn't.
no, there
Yeah.
still is.
Yeah.
I've accidentally played, like, I remember there was this DJ, I'm not gonna say his name, but I remember it was right before it was at EDC, dog, Circuit Grounds. I remember I was playing a song and this fucking tour manager came on stage, fucking like ready to fucking throw down, bro. He's like, you're playing this fucking song. I was like, what? I was like, oh shit. He's like, oh shit, he's playing. He's next, bro. I was like, oh shit. So I changed it real quick. I remember he even came up. The artist came up. He was like, hey man, like, you know, don't do that shit next time, you know. I was like, my bad, dog. I didn't know you were playing, brother. Like, you know, like I still got a lot of love for you. But yeah, bro. I was just like, damn, like. Kind of fucked up. I fucked up, you know.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn.
Well,
man.
I'm sure everybody feels differently. Like, what about when you open for Bad Bunny? Are you playing Bad Bunny songs?
Fuck no. Fuck
Okay.
no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I respect 100%.
Yeah.
I understand it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying when it
For
comes
him
when it
your
comes
end.
to
Yeah.
me,
It
comes
bro.
to you.
Yeah.
When it comes to me, thank you. I'll be out there, dog. Watch.
Yeah.
I always tell DJs too. I was like, watch, play that shit. Watch what happens. If I'm there, dog, I'll fucking run out to the crowd. I did that shit with I did that when I went on tour. I told my boys, I was like, bro, play my song right before me, play my song, and I fucking run out into the crowd and I fucking party with everyone. dog.
That's so
Nah,
dope.
yeah, cause I've seen it happen also where like some people they'll play some of like the same samples, and some of the crowd will fuck with it, but some of the crowd will kind of be like, oh, like we already heard
Yeah,
it, like
it's
you know what I
already-
mean.
Yeah.
But I think as a DJ, it's unwritten rules. Like, but also I have a homie that I feel the dick, Cypress. The homie Cypress, like let's say he's opening for like Shoreline, he'll play a Shoreline song right before, and he's like, what? The crowd's gonna be hyped. It's different when
Yeah.
I'm doing it and the person that sings the fucking song
Yes,
does it.
I think when it comes to I just know most likely they won't want me to play their shit.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna play it.
But also, you don't really have that problem because you're usually a closer.
Yeah, you know what? That's funny, dog. But yeah, you know, like you know, it's funny. Like when it's my own show, like I remember, I always tell like when I'm playing these festivals, I always tell them, hey, don't put me headlining, dog. You know, like I like to open, dog. I like to get the party started, bro.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Like you know, now that like it's great. Don't get me wrong, bro. Like playing these main stages, headlining
Right.
is great. It's a lot of pressure, you know. But I like getting the party started, dog. I think it's like because I come from house parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're
You know,
saying.
so it's like I like it's like when everyone's showing up, it's hype. Oh fuck yeah, we're at the festival, dog. You know, you get to people are like just starting. You know, like I like those sets.
Yeah.
I also know that for yours and Valentino concert, you had Lechero do something.
Oh, the
In the
intro,
beginning.
intro, yeah.
And I'm like, that's dope. Like just you giving limelight to somebody that's upcoming and doing the shit. You were like, hey, this is my boy. I know he posted the screenshot. And I was like, I thought that was beautiful for you just to be like, hey, this is my boy. He's gonna do the opening thing. And Valentino can't be so like, yeah, bro, send us that shit. We're excited. And it's like, fuck yeah, fool. Like you're letting somebody else win with you guys.
Yeah. I love that.
I remember I had a conversation. You could ask him, bro. Lechero, we were in San Francisco. It was a long time ago, bro. I remember I told him, I was like, hey, bro, you know, I feel like I can sense it, dog. I was like, you're gonna be successful, dog.
Yeah.
You're like, whatever the fuck you think you're gonna do it, dog. And like, and I always tell him, I was like, I fucking told you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, he's great.
He's killing it.
What are some of your favorite upcoming DJs that you're like paying attention to that you feel like they're gonna be able to hold like they're gonna be able to keep the EDM sound alive and they're doing it in a righteous way.
You know what? Right now, I fuck with a lot of my boys, you know, from Mexico.
Yeah.
You know, there's these kids duties, bro. Like these two cats, they're fucking high in energy. I literally some fool. I have this community app. Some fool texted, they just randomly text me, right? And he's like, hey, like you know, like duties and Valentino will be sick, you know. And I was like, what the fuck? That's a great idea, dog. So like I text Valentino and duties. I put them in the chat.
Yeah, in the chat.
And like these motherfuckers speak Spanish. They don't speak English, you know.
Yeah.
And, like,
Valentino,
Valentino- and I was like, yo, y'all motherfuckers need to make something, dog. So I'm like, I'm trying to put my boys up. You know, I'm trying to support them and shit. You know, like those duties are sick as fuck. DJ Noise Kid, that motherfucker makes some bangers, bro. Like heavy fucking guaracha shit too. Chewy and all them, like all those cats, bro. There's a lot of talent, you know, and like there's a lot of big motherfuckers too that are crushing it. They're like new in the scene, but it's like, damn, they're still. I try to focus on our people because like I feel like that's what they need, bro. Like
they need that encouragement.
No, I'm telling you, to every young Latino DJ that I've met, including myself, just watching you do your shit is like, fuck yeah, dog. Like it's like it's like even like
fucking Primo do that.
yeah,
shit.
like even like EDC, like when you were doing EDC Mexico, and I remember I was with the homies in here, we're just fucking around getting drunk, and sometimes we play sets. We'll just go on YouTube and play sets all night.
Sick.
And we see you do the shit, and the caballo Dorado comes up, the homies will get up and dance all
That's
drunk.
sick as fuck.
But it's dope because it's like, damn, that fool's like, he's from the, like, even when Lechero was like kind of giving me history, he's like, yeah, he's from West Covina, San Gabriel Valley. I'm like, that's cool. Like, that fool's paisa, fool. Like, like that fool probably woke up to over rancheros one day just like us.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of makes you authentic. So so thank you for putting on for us, fool, because you kill
bro,
it.
honestly, bro, like it's one of the best things I've ever done in my life. When, you know, when like I said, bro, when I realized, holy fuck, like I gotta, there's a whole side of me that I got to offer, bro.
Yeah.
And bro, the culture is beautiful, bro. We have
Amazing.
a beautiful culture. We have great food, great music. We have great vibes, bro.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful.
Have you ever thought about starting like a DJ label?
I had a little label going on. That's the thing, bro. Like, you know, like I have so much shit with my music, and then I got my
Yeah.
kids, and then I got like.
Yeah, it's a lot of time you gotta put
It's a
on.
lot, you know, and I definitely like, you know, it's also something you don't want to just do because you can. It's something that you really gotta invest your time to, and I have a lot of respect for those motherfuckers that run labels and shit. Like, bro, it's an investment, you know. It's a whole thing that you gotta invest to, and like, I fucking wish I had the time for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fire.
Maybe one day.
Yeah,
Yeah, cause I'm like you would kill it like A&R and shit, just kind of like how you did with like
And but you still have so much to go to, like as a creative.
yeah.
As an
period.
artist. And stuff.
What's
That-
like your March schedule, or like what's coming up for you? Like, okay, I'm sure people are gonna watch this and like, dude, I need to see him fucking now.
Yeah, so right now, you know, ever since COVID,
Yeah.
things is, like all around the world started open. Like I just recently did Asia. We're doing Asia again.
Damn, why
you
can't go
know?
to Asia, dog? I can't go. Where can we see you? Like here?
Oh, here.
Yeah.
What we're doing? Yeah, you know what I'm doing? I don't know if this is announced, but I'm doing Cinco de Mayo out here.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah,
we,
I'll
we
tell you
will
guys about it.
we will
Oh,
believe
yeah, yeah.
it if it is not announced.
Huh? It's announced. It's fucking time. Right there in the OC.
Oh, time. Oh, you're doing Cinco de Mayo?
shit.
Fire.
Come
Okay.
through,
Yeah.
dog. Yeah.
Cinco de-
hell
you
yeah.
been to time before?
Never.
Amazing club. That's just fire.
I fucking
Hey.
last one I had fucking homie Leo Gonzalez pull up.
Oh
You
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
pulled
I
up
fuck shout out Leo. I fuck with the
Yeah,
shit.
I gave him one of my puppies, dog. I have one of my shit.
Then we gotta pull up on you.
Hell
We gotta
yeah.
go
Come
bye-bye.
through, dog. Yeah, I'm doing Vegas in the daytime, and then I'm flying out here to do that.
Wow.
I can't get too fucked up out there. So.
Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, that's not
Is
your
that a
problem. That's our problem.
Hell
Nah,
yeah.
that's dope. And what about like Mexico? Because like we have a lot of people that just tap in and shit.
Yeah, I just recently told my manager I did EDC Mexico. I told him like that's it, dog. Like we need to do a whole fucking tour, dog. A whole fucking tour. So that's the thing about Mexico is it's different out there, you know.
Yeah.
So you want to work with the right people at the same time. It's different, you know. It's not like how it is out here, and it's about figuring it out, and that's why it's a little bit more. It's more work to put a tour together, and it's also like to drive, you know, and then also that I mean sometimes I get scared, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it's
all do.
understandable. Yeah,
Shit.
it's
It's crazy
understandable.
because people think just because we're Mexican, we're comfortable.
Well,
out
that
there.
we're fine.
I'm
Hell
like,
no.
motherfucker, no, that's not the way it works.
Nope.
Like we're scared
I've
too.
had some scary moments.
Like some encounters, yeah. Well, man, appreciate you for coming
Appreciate
by.
you,
I
man.
feel
Thank
like,
y'all,
Yo,
dog.
yeah.
you're
This shit was
fucking
amazing.
primo of the pod, dog.
Primo of the
Yeah.
pod.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
And our fans are like our supporters, fans. They're fucking diehard. Like
Hell
they know
yeah.
that you're playing. They're gonna be like, oh, we're just gonna go because the brown bag team.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
tight.
So if you guys do go, make sure you guys make a brown bag made us come totem. Oh, see them out. Look, boom.
Like what
It's
kind
right
of
here.
comes?
Brown bag make us come? What?
No, brown bag makes us come and cry.
at the same time.
Brown bag made us come to the show.
Damn, that's fucking dope.
That's dope as fuck.
Who does your artwork?
Bro, this motherfucking Cody, dog. He's
That shit is
this is
dope.
the smartest thing I ever did, bro.
This is mazapan, right? Is that mazapan?
Oh,
No, it's a
that's
rose.
actually
No,
similar.
I know it's a rose, but the colors
not
in it.
That's similar. That's
Yeah,
similar.
it's
That's
similar.
probably what he
Maybe
fucking
that's
did.
what he's inspired by.
You know what? The best thing I ever fucking did was fucking. Well, not me. My team fucking found him. He's a tattoo artist, bro. Fucking shout out to Cody. That motherfucker, bro. Everything he sends, I'm just like, yes. You know,
Yeah.
like it's like back then, you know, it's hard to find designers.
Fuck, that's
and
how we
shit.
feel about Angie.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just motherfuckers. He just outdoes
get it.
them. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
It's their
he's
language,
talented as
too.
fuck.
Yeah, that's
he's
how
all
they
tatted
express
up too as
themselves.
fuck. And like I just started doing tattoos too. Like I did my whole
Oh,
leg and
shit, you
shit.
did?
Yeah,
You did
bro.
your whole leg?
Yeah, like I practice. Yeah.
Me and you are very much alike.
I
Yeah,
love
I'm
this
noticing
shit.
a lot of
Yeah,
similarities
of-
for sure.
Nah,
Yeah,
I-
you're
I-
like talking to yourself right
Yeah,
now.
because I be with my homies
Can
and I
we
be like,
go eat? Like,
I be with my homies and I be like, we just chat ourselves right now. Everybody's like, yeah, we're with it, fucking stupid ass kids, huh?
Funny, dog. It's funny, dog.
Damn, that's dope, man. Well, we're excited, bro. We
Yeah,
gotta
we
pull up on
appreciate you,
you.
for real.
Yes, please. Cinco de Mayo, dog. Come
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, we'll pull up, get drunk.
and
For
just,
locals.
and oh, I'm down. We are for locals.
What's up?
Look,
Yeah.
hey, but I like as a mom and literally like I'm seeing just you talk about like your come up and your journey, I get deep. So that shit is important because there's parents with kids, there's kids that are trying to find themselves and they see your story and they're like, yes, someone gets it. And I think that's why Duno is important because that shit is a mirror to somebody else, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
We think that no one gets us and we see your stories and we're like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
that's what's
cool.
gonna lead them more than anything that
100%.
they've bonded with who you are.
Yeah.
So no matter where you go, they're with you forever,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
All that shit you went through, the fucking homelessness, the trying to figure who the fuck you are,
Young
like
parent.
your parents,
Yeah.
your mom, like the
Yes.
diapers, all that, the fucking Arby's, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's someone right now in that moment,
Yeah.
and they need to see this shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
for me, like I know that like I learned from my dad. Like that's it's an ejemplo, you know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we always like when we see little kids like copying the moms like they're clean and supposedly we think it's cute, bro. They learn, you know.
Yeah.
They're copying,
It's
you
your
know.
example.
Yeah.
So like they set the example, bro, and it's just like. For me, it's like whenever I brush my teeth, I fucking go into my kids' room and fucking brush my teeth.
Yeah.
Like, you see, motherfucker?
Yeah.
They're
You
like,
It's like, huh?
you know, but it's because like they learn from that, bro.
Yeah.
And also like whenever I go through struggles, like I let them know, like, look, mijo, like I got a good team behind me, you know. Like thank God for them, thank God for my wife,
Yep.
thank God. I was like, look, like I know I'm a little upset, but it's like, but I have mom, you know, like she helps me out. I always tell them like, you know, and I always show her so much love in front of them. And I
Yep.
always tell my son, I was like, hey, you gotta find you guys find yourself a Michelle. You know,
Yeah.
find
Let's
yourself. You know, like I always
go.
tell
That's
them that. You know, like
That's a bar right
I
there.
love that.
take good care of her, you know, like, cause she takes good care of us, you know. So like, yeah, she set the example, 100%. I
Yeah,
think that's
man.
important. It's crucial, man. It's,
Have you ever taken them to a show?
yeah.
Are
They
they
you,
like-
know, you know what's funny? I always tell them it's like, hey, you know, your dad's cool, right? I think I'm pretty cool. No, but yeah, bro, they fuck with me heavy. Back then, when I was touring a lot, yeah, like my son he'd always like. I remember he was little. You know, one time I found out, I was like, oh yeah, like you know, his mom told me, like, yeah, your son, he watches your YouTube videos. I was like, fuck yeah, bro.
good.
Like,
Yeah.
just let him know, you know, I'm out here. You know, I know, I love him and I miss him. You know.
Yeah, nah, that's crazy because I would imagine, right? The environment's kind of like adult environment.
Yeah.
So you have to be very careful.
Yeah,
like,
there's some sets where it's just like, oh, they gotta come in, they gotta leave right away.
yeah. So, but like obviously you're like 30, so you have like a teenager already, and then
Yeah.
I could only imagine. I was like, fuck yeah, man, that's cool as shit.
Yeah. He's half my age, bro. He's half my age.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
DJing for the whole fucking city of Mexico.
Yeah, it's cool as fuck.
Man, well, we appreciate you coming, bro. This was amazing,
Thank
and we
y'all.
were like talking about it, like, damn, it's gonna be dope.
This
Hell
is
yeah.
dope. This
Yeah.
is
I was so
incredible.
excited. I
This
could
is
not
beautiful.
fucking wait.
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
And shout out you for talking because you don't do a lot of talking. You're
Yeah.
usually
No.
DJing.
Yeah, you know
So
what?
I'm like, seeing you talk is like, fuck, you need to get a lot of his chest.
That's cool. Nah, it's cool. It's cool as fuck. I told my wife, I was like, damn, it's cool as fuck. Now these podcasts is where people get to know me, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
And I appreciate you commenting too. I seen that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's why I tell you, like,
Yeah.
bro, this is sick as fuck, dog.
Yeah, nah, man, we fuck with you tough, man, out here. We love it out here. We appreciate you coming by.
That was like the best birthday gift. It's not even my birthday.
Oh,
It's
here's
his
mine.
birthday.
Oh, it's my birthday today, huh?
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Not
Let's
literally
go.
today, but
When
it
this
comes out on
drops.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Send me
you, bro.
gifts, bitch.
Oh my god.
P.O. Box is going stupid.
Dioro, thank you so much.
Thank you for
dog.
coming.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Brown
Thank
bag.
y'all.
Bow.